For over a quarter of a century, the best paintball teams in the world have gathered in Orlando, Florida at the end of the year to answer a simple question through a hard test. Who is the best on the biggest stage at the last event of the season? Over the years, the World Cup has been the scene of gunfight magic, a place of battle where skills earned through hard work, applied in the biggest of moments, has forged talented names into legend. But this year, the COVID pandemic has deferred dreams, stopped stories, and the entire sport at its highest level was put on hold. With only one NXL event in the books, the middle of the season became the longest off-season that we have ever had. But the brakes are now off. World Cup 2020 is just on the horizon, and the 4-day battle to see who is the world's best paintball team is almost here. Who will emerge as the champion? Go watch all of the intense battles now from the 2020 NXL World Cup, only on GoSports.com.
2020 World Cup here. We are now into the quarterfinals on center stage. I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telford here. Biggest and most important event of the year after this crazy 2020 we've had. And one of the best stories here at the World Cup, AC Diesel looking untouchable in the prelims. They have 4 wins, 3 Mercy Rule wins, and the one that wasn't a Mercy Rule win was against AC Dallas. So in their second pro event, they're definitely one of the favorites here, but as we well know, Sunday is a totally different day, and the other team that looked outstanding, or one of the other teams that looked absolutely outstanding in the prelims was Tampa Bay Damage. Obviously, Dynasty also looked great too, Russians, but man, Tampa Bay Damage, this is a team that years ago, they were the best team at paintball. 3 events they won in a row. They were ruling the roost as the greatest team on planet Earth. Then they had to do a little rebuild, brought back Keith, picked up Brad, brought back Brian Smith. Every single one of them, and the Edwards brothers are playing amazing. Jacob is playing some of the best paintball I've ever seen, and they are playing for their fallen brother, Tim Montresor. So a crazy story here in the quarterfinals. And it looks like the first to drop is going to be Baginski coming off for AC Dallas. Damage has been so just locked in with those off-the-break shots, and they take Brown quickly as they get Keith Brown into the snake.
Yeah, Damage here with the 1-body advantage, and Keith Brown already in that 50 snake, giving them another advantage.
And Rich, ahead as Roberts is going to come off. The big question with AC is, can this young team, lots of experienced guys. Nate Roberts helped start the AC program. Mark Johnson's been playing for years. Clint's played for pro teams. I could just keep going down the list. Everyone out here has a decent amount of experience, but what are they going to do on Sunday? Are they going to look as good? Are they going to be as confident? We don't know. We'll see. But right now, Tampa Bay Damage looking real solid here. No bodies dropped. It's a 5-on-3. Now a 5-on-2 is Mark Johnson. He gets Cyclops coming off.
Yeah, and Tampa Bay Damage is going to be a tough test for anybody here, but you know, for a first season pro team, dropping a couple bodies early like that, it's going to be tough to be able to get back in this match.
Well, here comes Chad Bougier trying to finish things off.
Oh, Chad dropped a bad penalty, Chad.
Well,
wow.
We'll see. Is Cam McCarty still alive?
There's
think he is.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-1 now because 2 other Image guys, Tampa Bay Damage guys are walking off. They might pull another one. If they pull another one, this is going to be a 1-on-1.
Oh,
yep, ref pulls Smith.
Oh, but not before Smith put some paint on him or Keith put some paint on him. So Cam McCarty getting a little shot 3 or 4 times actually from either Keith Brown or Brian Smith. Brian Smith was pulled on that penalty as the ref was running around for a while, couldn't find anybody to pull. So a little bit of a sloppy close here.
Tampa almost threw that one
for
away.
Tampa Bay, but it doesn't matter. You only need 1 body left alive, and it was Keith Brown, who's also playing pretty hyped up here at this event. So score will be 1-0 as San Antonio X Factor and Moscow Russian Legion take the field. The Russians have also been on a run the past couple seasons. It's one of the most legendary franchises ever, and different incarnations of the game throughout the years. About the past 17 years, 20 years here since the NXL. But they're playing San Antonio X Factor, who looked on cruise control in the prelims and are defending series champs. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks. We haven't seen RJ Montemayor playing too much this weekend for X Factor. He's actually been nursing an injury. He didn't even dress up yesterday to play. However, he is suited up today, so if they do get down on points, we may see him get some spins.
Yeah, RJ Montemayor is arguably, well, he's not arguably, he's one of the best players in the world. He's the best on any given day, though. He's won the Golden Barrel before. We're going to be giving out another Golden Barrel sitting in front of me. And then here comes an aggressive push past the 50-yard line, off the break for the Russians, but they do lose a body and they don't shoot anybody. And then here comes, Jesse needs to check off inside. And Meter Nino says no idea that Kozyrev is on their side of the field. Jesse just head checks inside. He's going to see Kozyrev, and then he blasts him.
As you say it, he does it.
So nice job by Jesse to keep his head on his swivel and catch that unconventional off-the-break move. I like that game plan. It almost worked out, but Kozyrev didn't check off right either. So it looks like Meter is going to try to run through in the center, and he gets taken out. Billy Bernacci gets shot. Looks like it's a 3-on-2. in favor of X Factor, as Jesse Stevens is still alive on the D side. Rainey Stanzik is taking over the attack here on the Snake side, so the Russians are stuck in those back spots. And LJ Woodley also alive. He's going to reposition back to the center. He's going to actually go all the way over to help out Jesse. That's going to leave Rainey on an island in the Snake.
Rainey gets a kill out of Malloy on the can on the Snake side. Only one player left alive for Russian Legion. Might want to concede this point. It's a 3-on-1. First point here in the match.
So if Cozy Rev had just looked right,
oh man,
he would have blasted Jesse and then took Jesse a couple beats to get a head check to the right in his position, and he got that free kill on Cozy Rev. That his eyes must have been like sauce splits. Oh my God, how did that guy get on our side of the field? But I'll take the free kill.
Yeah, and again, Maddie, that point really comes down to that breakout. You know, X Factor won that breakout. There were 2 bodies up really early, and then it was really tough for Russians to get back in that point, even after they got a couple kills. It was only a 3-on-2, but with X Factor spreading the field like that and you get stuck in those 2 middle bunkers, it might as well be 2-on-5.
Yeah, and the Russians did get a couple kills out there, but not enough. And then great job by Rainey, who's one of the best 2s. I mean, he plays everywhere. He can be the 1, he can be the 3, he can play the 2, but he's great at those inserts. And very crafty. You know, his field vision, his paintball IQ is off the charts. That's why he's been able to play on all these top teams over the years. Played Impact for years, and Southern California guy, and getting picked up from X Factor. And he was a crucial component in their series championship last year.
Yeah, he's a pivotal player on whatever team he plays because he's not just a good paintball player. He's a really smart guy, so he contributes in a lot of ways.
And you can see there Tim Montresor on all the start gates as Tampa Bay Damage got that 6th man on their shoulder right now. And on the breakout here, it looks like AC Diesel is going to lose a body going out wide. And Tampa Bay Damage looking like 5 alive for them. Referee is running in and checking out Smith, though, in that can. Looks like he's clean. Not much ground taken here for Damage.
Nope, 1 body advantage, though. They got Keith Brown up here in the Snake Temple. They've got 1 attacker in the Dorito 1. Shot there, the AC Diesel player looking inside from that Dorito 4 position. He's shut down that lane in front of Keith. So if Keith tries to go forward to the Snake, and that lane is up, he might get caught from that cross shot. Tampa Bay Damage already got 1 point up here, so no big sense of urgency to get down the field and attack. Just want to sit back, not make any mistakes, play this advantage with the 1 body advantage as long as they can.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, a couple nice moves from Chad Bougier to take some ground and get into D3. Brown just been shooting towards that D side here, popping the top. Now he's going to move into the Snake and make it clean.
And that's bad zone control because AC Diesel had that zone control release, went forward, and as soon as he released and went forward, then Keith Brown did the same thing because there's nowhere to watch the gap. Now Keith Brown's in the Snake, and that's not where you want him to be if you're AC Diesel.
Streaking out wide here for AC Diesel is going to get Mark Johnson to the back corner bunker.
Yeah, that's a good move to get out there because that way if Keith Brown, and this is one of those Snakes where you don't know where he's at in the Snake, but the worst place for him to be is on the tape in the 50, so if you can go out to that corner, you can keep him from wrapping that tape 50 and getting pressure on the guys in the center of the field. Keith Brown crawling up to the 50 Snake, looking down the tape. Get good communication from Smith behind him. Oh, another AC Dallas player taking a walk now.
Yeah, it's Mark Baginski for AC Diesel. But they're going to lose Jason Edwards, and here comes Clint Johnson. He's going to come up and get a shot on Keith. But
wow,
he gets,
great move, Clint.
Yeah, he gets shot up by Chad Bougier, and then leapfrogs and attacking Brian Smith, who's trying to find this last body, who's in the back corner bunker, and gets that kill. So,
yeah, great move from Clint Johnson. Just gets caught. Gets caught doing so, only gets 1, needed to get 2 because it was a 2-on-2.
So now 2 points for Damage.
Yeah, Damage continuing to look really, really good here, man. They survive the breakouts, they get to their bunkers and play really, really slow, relaxed, control paintball.
Damage paintball.
Yep.
And
Damage ball.
And they've had the offense when they've needed it.
Yeah.
Keith's been fearless over here in the Snake. They've had Brad McCurley attacking in the center, and then of course Chad Bougier and Jacob Edwards have been fearless on the D side. So I mean they have all the components you need to win a tournament right now with the way that they're playing, up by 2 against a really hungry young squad in AC Diesel.
20 seconds.
Yeah, little brother, big brother fight there. New squad, old squad.
Grayson Goff coming back out of retirement. He's going to be getting a spin here in this next one. Jesse Stevens and Meter Ninos, Rainey Stanzik, and Billy Bernaccia the lineup, and it's the standard starting 5 right now for the Russians. They have no Pasha Karslev and no Kirill Peridny, so they've been running with Kozyrev and Golev.
Really like to see Smotrov step up this match. He was really struggling yesterday. And one of the things we've talked about him is like his mental toughness, and I think this is a good opportunity for him to demonstrate that he has that.
And so Malloy's going to get to the snake and see if he can get a kill cross field. And he
gets
does,
it.
so Malloy kill for him. And then he's going to get followed up by Smotrov. So Malloy the first to go, Smotrov the second, but that's an outstanding duo.
Scary.
On the snake side, and one of the reasons they've been so successful. They are going to lose Kozyrev, though, so nice crossfield shot here from X Factor. Couldn't see who that came from.
4-on-4.
And I think Rainey just crawled into the snake. He did.
Yeah, he's getting checked, though, and the ref's giving away his position because I think he's got a hit on. Oh, he gets hit, but at the same time, Malloy walks out.
Oh, and a major penalty going to be assessed, I believe, on Rainey Stanzik.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to pull out Billy, and they're going to also take out Meter as well. So now Smotrov should be able to get a shot in on one of these last players here for X Factor.
I think it's just that tower.
Here.
Yeah, I think it's just the tower left.
Grayson,
2-on-1.
yeah, Grayson fighting from that back tower. He moves up. Does he get the shot on Smotrov? Ooh, definitely got the shot on Golev, but Sergey's still alive over there. So it ended up being pretty close, even with that major penalty assessed on the Russians. But
on X Factor.
Oh, I think Sergey just shot Smotrov.
I'll teach him. Smotrov's great. Finally, I get down the field alive, and you got to kill me, bro. Come on. Help a brother out. 1-1 with probably 12 minutes left in this match, so lots of time left. Basically 0-0. And then we were kind of, the Russians struggled in the last match yesterday, and we were wondering what the adjustments they would make last night, going home, watching the film, talking to the coaches. Looks like they're going to attack with maybe Malloy first on the snake over here, have Smotrov going second. They were kind of doing the opposite yesterday, and I think that's a better combination with Smotrov backing up Malloy, because Malloy's more consistent up there.
Well, look, Smotrov's a phenomenal first attacker, but he was getting worn out a little bit yesterday afternoon. So Malloy, but they can go back and forth. It's going to make him a little bit less scoutable too, as far as who's going to go to what position. But yeah, Malloy play the 1, he'll play the 2, play the 3. It doesn't matter. He goes
both ways.
He's our golden gun winner from last year. The best player, or the best killer of the entire 2019 season, Alexander Berdnikov, also known as Malloy. You know you're good when you just have one name.
It's a funny sport when you make popular the best killer.
That's paintball. That's what we're doing out here.
Our most lethal assassin, Malloy.
It's a metaphor. No one's actually dying. So Clint Johnson with a real quick break gets to the snake, and they're going to shoot Jacob Edwards. So 4-on-5 situation right now for AC Diesel, and they need it. They're down by 2 with 10 minutes and 57 seconds left to go.
I think they might have shot another one coming out the snake side. I'm not sure, Matty. I thought I saw Keith Brown come out this way and keep going, but I'm not sure.
There's 2 bodies. So there's 3 bodies on the screen right now for Tampa Bay damage. Jason Edwards is going to get out behind Chad.
Yeah, and I think the other player is in that can on the snake side.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's anyone this way from him. I don't know if Keith Brown got out here. It might be a 5-on-3 situation here, Matty. Which is obviously what AC Diesel needs to get back into this match.
Ben Challenger backing up Clint Johnson for AC Diesel, trying to figure out where these last bodies are. Mark Johnson in the center, and then they have Baginski and McCarty over on the D side, but they're not over there yet. So, and there goes another body with Jason Edwards coming off, but they don't have any, like Baginski hasn't gotten up. Oh, it's not going to matter as they shoot Chad too. So yeah, this should be an easy one here for AC Diesel. Clint's going to run down the last guy, and that's going to do it, though. Somehow Challenger got shot.
Diesel with all 5 guys left alive. Really good point for them. And again, Matty, they won that breakout, right? They got, 4 bodies left alive. Sorry. Matt Challenger got shot there at the end. But again, they won that breakout, Matty. It was a 5-on-3 almost off the break. And then they were just able to capitalize.
Yeah. Well, that's what AC Diesel looked like yesterday. Lots of aggression. Somebody getting in the snake. They had multiple bodies. This time it was Clint Johnson in this point. And then just nice, good control. Would like to see would like to have seen Baginski take a little more ground on that D side a little bit quicker. But point's a point. It was a great one too. So a little recap here. As you can see, there goes Edwards getting peeled off. That left just that back. Well, actually, no, Chad was rolling the dice over there, but here came. So that was where that kill from Challenger came. I was wondering where he got shot from as Clint Johnson runs down Brian Smith. But Chad was trying to counterattack over there on the D side.
Might as well if you have the opportunity to get up. Next match here, X Factor, Russian Legion. Back and forth match. X Factor going to the first 2 points. Russian Legion coming back that last point off of a penalty on Rainey Stazak. 1-1. Bill Bernacci digging the snake.
Ooh, big bite here for Jesse Stevens. It's an offensive game plan, but they are going to lose Jesse Stevens as he tried to get all the way to D3 off the break. They also took the brick off the break and snake 1. So 4-on-5 situation.
Malloy is in the 50 snake.
No, I think they did shoot a body for the Russians. I couldn't quite see from here, but I think it might be 4-on-4. But there goes Meter Ninos. He's coming off. And there goes, looks like Sergey Slonisko is going to be taking the walk. So 3 bodies left alive right now for X Factor.
Yeah, Malloy's in this 50, and if he'll wrap, he'll get the kill on Grayson Goff in that can.
Yeah.
Or no, the Rainey Stazak in the can. Now he can go get Billy.
So there's 2 more kills. And then Golev's going to come through the center and finish off Woodley. So a little 2-pack here from Malloy.
Yeah, the look with Russians putting Malloy in the snake first, much better than Smochov in the snake first.
At least a 2-pack for Malloy.
Yeah. And the thing is,
I don't know who shot the Meter.
He's getting in there consistently. He's killing people before he dies consistently, and that's what you need out of that position. And then you need someone that can back him up and win the point. You need 2 Malloys over there is what you really need. If I could get 3 Malloys, we win every match.
Yeah, unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Give me 3 Malloys and 2 Nicky Cubas, and I'll take over the world.
So you can see here on this replay as X Factor with those bodies and not in bad position here, but Malloy got to that. This is how powerful that 50-yard line is at the snake, depending on who's playing it. But Malloy 1 and 2, and then ended up getting clipped. Here's it from another angle, gets that first kill, comes around, stitches up Bernacci. Bernacci trades out with him. It looks like that's how he got shot, even though Billy got punished a little bit, still able to do his job and get that kill, but just too many deaths for X Factor on that one. I liked the game plan, but Russians just shooting good lanes. They got that kill on Jesse Stevens to start things off. Now jumping it here into AC Diesel, Tampa Bay Damage, slight lead here for Damage. They're going to double up that backhand, and it does produce a kill.
Sorry, Clint Johnson gets shotgun snake on the break. But another player for AC Dallas, maybe, can't see who it is, fills immediately for it. I don't think Tampa Bay Damage knows he's there. Oh, I think that was Challenger getting caught there, that 50 snake. He needed to stay alive there, Rap. He could have got AC Diesel right back in this game, but now Keith Brown is going to attack on the snake side. Keith Brown goes right to that outside 50. He's got one of Edwards' brothers in the center watching over him. Keith Brown gets his first kill across the field, wraps, gets another kill on Mark Johnson trying to middle of the center, and he's going to put a little bit of paint on the back of the last player for AC Diesel across the field there.
Is that a little 3-pack here for Keith Brown?
Yeah, he's pretty good at the paintball, Matty. He's pretty good.
And then Chad Bougier is going to wave off Brian Smith and the last couple players. Nice job by Jacob. Nice job by Jason. That was a beautiful point, but Keith Brown doing the damage again from that 50-yard line on the D side. So, the question heading into this event was, where was the most potent spot going to be? Was it going to be strong side, D side, or snake side? And they're both,
lots of different opinions.
They're both lots of different opinions, both potent. It also depends on who you talk to. You talk to the D side ones, the first attackers.
I felt like after our first conversation, you'd only talk to the D side attackers because you're like, D side 100% strong side. I'm like, I don't know. Snake guys like the snake side pretty good too.
Well, I talk to the snake guys and they're like, oh yeah, this is a great spot. There's lots to work with. Diamond's interesting, and I just think when the D side guys, they get so animated when they see a forest over there of bunkers that you can just tear up.
On paper, it looks like you can just walk down that field and get on the other team's corner.
But Keith Brown and Malloy in these last 2 points have really shown us the power of that 50-yard line at the snake. If nobody's putting guns your way. Slight lead here, 2-1. In favor of the Russians.
Russians losing 1 off that break.
Yeah, Golev
2 off the break.
Kozarev and Golev coming off. So it's 5-on-3 in favor of San Antonio X Factor.
And Smochov first to the snake, Malloy up the center. X Factor with all 5 bodies left alive, only 3 Russians left. Randy Stazak attacking now on the snake side of the field, getting out. Randy getting a check after that last point, getting that big penalty. They're watching for him this point. Smochov gets outside, closer to that 50 snake, which is where he needs to get.
So Malloy's on the inside now, as Smochov is the only body attacking here as they're down a few. And here comes the push with X Factor on the D side of the field. Malloy checks off that way. Sergey gets out wide to try to slow that attack a little bit. He's still looking inside, though. A little tactical retreat here for X Factor on that D side, who's back past the 50 on their own side of the field to get to that wedge again.
Yeah, Malloy heard the conversation, but heard it late. Doesn't know X Factor is switched off and gone back a bunker. So Malloy's waving off Smochov, saying, let him come out. I'll blow his face off. Let him come out.
Yeah, Malloy is just posted up. That's a smart tactical retreat. That takes Malloy's gun out of the equation right now.
And takes off protecting Smotroff, which is in the most valuable position on the field right now.
Yeah, and I think he feels that maybe something might be amiss because he is now up and on his feet and wrapping around a little bit more. So if he goes a little bit more, he's obviously watching the gap. So if X Factor tries to get through the gap, I think it might be Jesse Stevens again. Can't see, he's blocked out for me, but he's just posted up and trying to shoot towards the 50-yard line, crossfield, try to keep Smotroff honest over here. Rainey, a little reposition across Bernaccia. Oh, running referee coming in. Never a good sign. Oh, body coming off, though. It is Jesse Stevens who gets shot out of that wedge as Smotroff gets to the 50.
So 4-on-3 advantage here for X Factor, but Russians in better positions. Smotroff has an opportunity here to really have a big point.
Yeah, and so far this game looking better than yesterday afternoon.
Yep, he needs to kill that inside brick guy. That'll allow him to kind of wrap him with some pressure. Can't go forward with that center brick guy, though, because that the beam only protects you from the ankle down. Smotroff looking inside. Malloy going back and forth.
Yeah, some tense moments here with 9 minutes to go. Still a decent amount of time left in this game.
I like
X
Smotroff
Factor trying to defend.
Yeah, Smotroff was trying to sneak out to the tape to get a little bit wider gap on Rainey, but got caught doing it. Got put back in. Smotroff playing smart here at this point. I think Malloy's got the ball. He's got to look for that move through the middle.
Yeah, he must have heard you as here he comes. So Malloy's going to cut through. He's going to get one and trade out. See if Sergey moves off that. He does. He's moving on the D side up and on his feet. Now Smotroff.
Rainey's out.
Here comes the counterattack from that D side. It was
Woodley.
Woodley's still alive. He's going to get, oh, I think he's got one on his head. Got to be careful not to get a penalty. No, it's clean. It didn't come off there. But Smotroff ended up getting taken out. Now we're getting a major penalty assessed on Smotroff, it looks like, which is going to hurt the Russians. And Woodley lives through all of that chaos.
Good move on Woodley's part. Bad move on Smotroff's part if he drew that major there. Yeah,
nobody left to pull. And, wow, LJ Woodley, survivor back there. And even with the push of Sergey coming through and look for a second crossfield. He might have got clipped in his head. Must have come off the bunker. I'm all the way. He couldn't be farther away from me, so I saw something spray, but it was close.
Well, Matt, as you get older, your eyes will start to get a little bit harder to focus, especially on those long distances.
I still got great vision, bro.
I'm sorry. It's Matt I'm talking to, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you were blurry there for a second. Yeah, it is Matt. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Here we go. AC Diesel. Big matchup against Tampa Bay Damage. Tampa Bay, I mean, coming into this match, this again could have been a finals match easily, right? These two guys have been playing for first and second as well as they've been playing the first 3 days.
As they have before.
Yeah.
This is a rematch finals from last year. Hits right now with X Factor. There's Rainey, who actually drove cross country for this event. Big old long trip, ride a snowboard. He's going to try to catch some snow on the way back.
I heard he was going to Vegas to gamble and just got lost. And
he went to New Orleans for some poker.
There you go.
He went to Meter's Ranch in Texas.
Yeehaw. Here we go. AC Diesel, Tampa Bay Damage.
On the breakout, Salcedo into the snake for AC Diesel. He's been one of their attackers. He's done a great job for him over there. Sean Salcedo.
5 alive for both teams. Good breakouts.
Secondary up to the brick for AC Diesel. And looks like Jacob Edwards coming off for Tampa Bay Damage.
Diesel is definitely attacking here more than Tampa Bay Damage is. Tampa Bay Damage is definitely sitting back and counter punching a little bit. AC Diesel trying to get up. AC Diesel trying to get up to these 50 positions, put as much pressure and force the Tampa Bay Damage guys to make some mistakes. They are one of the toughest teams in the world, though, to make mistakes. They're so calm, cool, and collective when they're bunkers. They don't get rattled. Go and do the jobs. They're really good gunfighters, and they're all athletic. So if they have to get outside sometimes, and there's a split second, they do. 5-on-4 advantage here for AC Diesel. They've got the position and the bodies, but they're down by 2 points with less than 8 minutes.
Salcedo is just wrapping around from this 50, really putting a pinch on the Aztec and the can. The tower is just pumping paint through that lane, try to keep him honest over there, maybe catch a barrel. Salcedo's gonna get some help. Mark Johnson goes out wide, makes it clean to the back corner bunker here, snake side.
Yeah, the problem is, Matty, is Salcedo's wrapping in that 50 snake, but they're only up to Dorito 2 on the Dorito side, so those guys can effectively live farther on the Dorito side than they can on the snake side, so they're just hiding from Salcedo, living on that Dorito side because AC Diesel doesn't have enough penetration on that tape. And there's no one stopping the Diesel player from going forward. He's just trying to play smart paintball and sitting there and blocking his zone off that no one's attacking.
This is a big point right now for AC Diesel.
Huge.
They want to go down 3 to Tampa Bay, depending on these have been longer points. So this one also looking like with 4-on-5 situation and could also be a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Depends on if Salcedo can get some kills from here and how fast they come.
Yeah, if they win this point in the next 2 minutes, they're only going to be down by 1 point with close to 5 minutes left in this match. But like we said, Tampa Bay Damage is one of the toughest teams to play against. That from Matt's point of vision, our perspective where we're looking right here, we can't see anybody on Tampa Bay Damage. We can't see a pack, a hopper, a barrel. There is absolutely nothing to shoot
I can literally, the only person I can see is the edge of an elbow from the tower. That's it.
I see that now. I see that. Your eyes are better than mine because I see that now.
That is how tucked in they are.
Yeah. So and when you're down by points and you're playing against a team and you're trying to find these shots, you're trying to work these angles, and there's nothing there, you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and sometimes you push too far and you make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what AC Diesel's trying not to do right now, is to fall into this damage trap. So obviously Damage 20% less firepower out there, as it's 5-on-4. And then here comes Clint Johnson. He's going to stack up. So basically 3 bodies in the snake structure,
Matty,
with the Johnsons and Salcedo.
The problem is that they're moving into where they already own the position. Clint should have shifted to the Dorito side and pushed down the Dorito side, because that's where they need penetration.
So
here.
Baginski's really aggressive, and this is 2 points where I've seen him play out there a little bit too slow on that D side. He's young, he's a rookie. This is when he needs to be at that wedge. So with all the pressure that's been put on Salcedo, there's really no excuse for Baginski not to be a little bit farther down that D side. Yeah, and then they're going to lose a body to even things up as Salcedo does get shot. So, I mean, you can only gunfight through that, needing the points for that long. So either McCarty or Baginski has to present a threat and move up the field.
Well, and just by moving up the field, the angle gets better, and those guys can't live on that Dorito side. They're cheating the bunkers right now by living most of their bodies on the Dorito side of the field. Snake side has no shots on them, but because the Dorito guys playing defensive, just shutting off the gap.
When you're playing a team like Tampa Bay Damage who excels in this situation like this, that's when it's extra important to make their bunkers as small as possible, and you do that by increasing the angles, by moving up the field. So I don't know what's slowing Baginski down over there, because he's an aggressive guy.
I feel like the coach told him to go there and not let Keith Brown in the snake, and then didn't tell him anything after that. Go there, don't let Keith Brown, but didn't finish the conversation because he's just there not letting Keith Brown in the snake.
And Baginski's only got 1 pot on his back now.
So the diesel player at the 50 snake just took a hard bounce.
So here we go. Now Baginski gets on his horse and gets up into the wedge with 4:45 to go.
And hopefully, so he gets up to the wedge, but now he's looking down the field instead of across the field to put more pressure on the temple, the can, and the tower in the center of the field.
Yeah, but McCarty doesn't have any paint left either, so.
Yeah, he can't really go forward because the brick cuts him off.
I mean, it looks like Clint Johnson still has 3 pods, and that Mark Johnson's got 1. So Baginski's got 1, McCarty none. Oh, there's a big kill from Mark Johnson from that back center as Brian Smith. You know when you've been in one spot so long you cramp up a little bit?
Yeah, barely can walk out.
Brian Smith is limping out of that one as he's been tucked into it so tight for so long.
So tight for so long, yep.
Oh, and there's another amazing kill
from Johnson.
Clint. Yeah, Clint Johnson gets the kill from the center. That's a tough death there for Chad Bougere. And then there goes another one as Keith Brown gets shot out. So it took a while, but now it's a 4-on-1. And it looks like Mark might be getting another one, or he might have pushed Brad McCurley into Baginski's gun. So a little bit of a slow roll here for AC, but they end up getting it done. So now we got a 2-point game with 3:44 to go. So yes, a smart point. I love all of the aggression over here on the snake side. Baginski stayed alive, and he did his job. But I'm hoping the time's not going to cost them, because if Tampa Bay Damage comes out and wins another one, then you're kind of playing into their trap.
Yeah, if Tampa Bay can come out and shoot one diesel guy off the break and take a spot like the snake, it's going to be real tough for AC Diesel to come back and win this point. But regardless, that program is doing amazing. Getting here, doing as well as they did, hats off to those guys.
Absolutely. And just, typically when you have 3 of your bodies in a 50 structure and you have that much pressure towards them, it makes it a little bit easier to start moving up, especially because of the forest that is the D side. So, again, see if Baginski can have a little bit more offense in those situations. I don't want to knock him too hard. He did stay alive, and they won the point.
No, I want him dead. I want his family.
We're on Sunday. If you want to win tournaments, you want to be good teams like Tampa Bay Damage. That's what you need.
Well, and to be clear, we really respect all the players that are out there playing at the highest level. But when they make mistakes, it's kind of our job to point it out, and that's what we're doing. We're not trying to attack anybody personally. We're just making general comments about what's going on the field. Ready, Stazak. Billy Bernaccia digging to the snake. Oh, it's like maybe Jesse Stevens catches one on the break over there for X Factor, walking out early. Nina Ninos releasing up the center of the field for X Factor, looking to lock down the Dorito side. 2-2. Russian leads 5 bodies alive here. A little bit of an advantage. Billy Bernaccia attacks, gets in the snake, going right towards that 50.
Yeah, field. He gets to the 50 and establishes a lane. There's no one on the slide line for him to worry about, so he's going to wrap around. Malloy coming off early. Oh, free kill here for Billy Bernaccia. He was posted up at the perfect moment when Smoketrop tried to make his moves. Now no one putting paint on Billy Bernaccia, so this is going to be a nice, easy point here for X Factor. Great job by the old salty veteran, Billy Bernaccia.
Billy
still
Bernaccia.
playing the
He's
the
still
one,
got it.
Still playing the one. He's like the Snake Gronkowski.
Yep.
We had him on the show, and he says this all the time. I'm like, man, it's just amazing that you've been playing the one for this long.
Yeah, I want to see him and Thomas in like 10 years in their wheelchairs battling out there.
And well, that's what he said. He's like, Matty, snake till I break. I'll be there.
Snake till I break, baby.
I'll be there until my limbs don't work anymore.
And a big part and a big thing that's going on right now with X Factor is learning that they are a super, super strong team and can win without their superstar Archie Martimeyer. And that must give them a lot of confidence going forward, because they're only going to be that much better when Archie comes back.
Archie is suited up.
I heard they're waiting for the finals for him. They're not going to bring him into the second point in the finals.
Yeah, dealing with that ankle injury. That would be pretty nasty if he does sit and then finally come out for the finals and just goes off and has like 10 kills.
Yeah, but with X Factor playing as well as they do, who do you pull out for Archie? Can't pull Billy.
Yeah, it depends. It's going to depend. We got more
It
paintball to play.
depends,
We
yep.
got more paintball to play.
It'd be interesting for that for Ryan Gray to make that call. Like, hey, you've been playing really well. You got us here. I'm going to sit you and put Archie in.
Ryan Brand.
Yeah, Ryan Brandt, sorry.
So let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Yeah, it looks like Damage is trying to take a timeout right now to allow Keith Brown a little bit more time to get ready for this next point. Damage said they feel like this is going to be the last point to take this win against AC Diesel, but it sounds like they're going to send double out wide on Jake to the can to try to hold down 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to take this one.
They're doing the standard spread, Matty. I don't think the standard spread is how you hold this field. I think you got to take a little bit of real estate, but we shall see.
Well, it didn't work for him in that last one.
Yeah, Keith Brown's digging to the corner.
But Tampa Bay Damage masters over the years at this. Get a lead and then hold it.
Yep, and Tampa Bay Damage does just what Lauren says. 5 across the back. Now to the small temple on the snake side. 5 alive for both squads. Tampa Bay Damage across the back. AC Dallas got to attack.
Yeah, well, AC Diesel.
AC Diesel.
At the 50-yard line in the center of the field, so unconventional run and able to get very quickly. And they don't need to get that reckless attack going quite yet, as there's still 3:17 to go and they're only down by 1. But look at this, though. Beautiful job of getting into that spot. Did he get a shot on Smith? He did. So
yeah, he missed the first gap, but caught him in the second one, Matty.
huge kill. It goes, again, not a lot of people have been going to the stand-up temple at the 50-yard line in the center of the field. So
No, and luckily I didn't get a chance to comment on it, because I was going to say I hate that move because Tampa Bay isn't going to try to attack here. They went 5 across the back, but right as I said that, Agent Smith went through that gap and got caught. And now, though, I think
I'm sorry. Well, I was just going to say, that move from Smith would have been great if they didn't have that unconventional game plan here for Diesel.
I think that might be Ben Challenger, though, and I think I'd like him to switch to offense now and start moving into the brick on Damage's side of the field.
Well, maybe he's posted up thinking he might be able to get 2 if Keith tries to go through that lane.
Yeah,
but
Keith is not going to go.
They lose Baginski. So Baginski getting shot out of what looked like D3, and that's going to be tough because now it's even up on the count.
Yeah, tough too with Damage with this spread here. Keith Brown can keep the players from AC Diesel wrapping the 50 snake. The towers are crossed up. They've got the other corners. So they've got 4 good spots across the back. It's a 4-on-4 battle here. They're not going to attack. They're up by a point with 2 minutes left in this match. All they have to do is not make any mistakes. AC Diesel, on the other hand, has to figure out how to get through these zones.
Yeah, now just 2 minutes left on the clock here. This 4-on-4 game.
And I don't like the fact that the only AC Diesel player on the snake side of the field is in the snake corner playing kind of long ball with Keith Brown. Like he needs to wrap, put in Jacob Edwards there in that center can and get in that snake and pressure forward.
And everyone on Damage doing the same thing we saw in that last point, just hunkered into their spots, tucked in, shooting lanes, talking it up, just waiting for AC Diesel to attack here. The young pro team looked so good in the prelims, undefeated, 3 Mercy Row wins and a win against AC Dallas. However, they have 1 minute and 24 seconds left to find a way to break this Tampa Bay Damage cross to tie this game and maybe take it to overtime.
Well, the guy that's been in the best position all game for AC Diesel is that front player. He shot his first guy, but since then he hasn't shot his gun, and now he's lost 2 more guys behind him.
That was a nasty coast-to-coast shot from Keith Brown. Keith Brown just goggled up Mark Johnson over there as Mark was trying to get something done. I'm not really going to knock any of the Diesel players rolling the dice right now, but that was just a wicked shot from Keith Brown. Another confirmed kill for him. We will be giving a golden barrel away today.
Yeah, now that Diesel's lost 2 more players, the Snake guy starts to attack. And my thing always is like, Matty, if you can attack in a 2-on-4, why can't you attack in a 4-on-4? Why would you wait until your 2 buddies die before you start going down the field? So, only 2 players here for Diesel. They're both attacking. They're in the inside 50 Snake, inside 50 Wing, but Damage has 4 guys across the back crossed up. It'd be really hard for AC Diesel to get through this unscathed. Oh,
another kill for Keith Brown. So Keith Brown comes around and gets a shot easily on the attacker here in the Snake. And I think that was Roberts. So yeah, it gives him about 3 in his shoulder. No, it was Salcedo. So
yeah, Keith Brown might get this last kill across
Keith
field here too.
Might get a 3-pack here in this one.
Playing in the Snake corner defense. They're just coming to him. They're jumping on his sword.
Well, this was a textbook win right now for Tampa Bay Damage. Sure, there's 8 seconds left, but there's just 1 player versus 3. Unless something crazy happens right now, major penalty or something, and Keith's going to come up and see if he can get that last kill, and he's not going to do it. Doesn't need to do it. So that is just a standard Tampa Bay Damage win. Take a lead, bend, don't break. They're the best in the business at the bend, don't break.
And do not play against a team into their strengths if you want to win.
So the Cinderella story of the
the
young guys on AC Diesel. Well, some of them are young, but
not Clint.
Man, unbelievable. So AC Diesel, yeah, their Cinderella story ends here. Even though they were untouchable in the prelims, the more experienced and seasoned squad of Tampa Bay Damage, they just fell right into their trap.
Great job doing as well as they did, though, man.
So Damage is going to move on and going to be playing the winner of the X Factor Russians match, which is still to be decided. A lot of time left in this one here, 7:41 to go. So we'll have 2 minutes in between points. X Factor, 1-point lead. And then next up after this going to be Dynasty and Revo, Impact, and the Ironman. Heavy guns up for the Russians here. Does it produce a kill? Looks like 5 bodies still alive.
The driving mission at Go Sports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board, with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now.